If you follow the steps that I'm gonna provide in this video, you will know exactly what to do to decrease your phone screen time. Quick disclaimer, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm an expert. I'm not gonna pretend that I don't use my phone often. Sometimes I used to use my phone very little when I had an old crappy phone, but I broke it and I got a new one. So sometimes I do struggle with these things too. This video is not I know this, I'm an expert, so trust me. This video is more about the techniques that I have discovered that can actually be helpful. Please understand that using social media, using your phone, it's nothing horrible or terrible. This is something that has been designed with the purpose of making us hooked. Everything is in the phone, your wallet, your camera, your calendar, calculator, your contacts, phone. So everything that you do in your life is basically inside of a smartphone. So it is no wonder that we spend a lot of time listening to music, scrolling social media, talking to people, playing mobile games. At the same time though, I do encourage you to try to find new solutions or try to find new methods to fight back against technology. There's nothing inherently wrong with technology, but the problem arises when we don't balance our lives and spend too much time in front of a screen. As a result, we tend to not move our bodies and do anything physical. Our eyes get tired. We don't do 5K or 10K steps a day. We don't do enough sports. We're not moving our bodies. Therefore, as normal and as conventional as these things got recently, we should still find some methods and some ways to fight back or to control our lives and at least set some boundaries and limitations. Okay, let's hop into the video. Number one, how you can decrease your phone screen time is to make your screen black and white. Not a lot of people know this. If I click the unlock button 3 times, my phone turns black and white. Look, color, black and white. So it helps you look at your smartphone as boring. The reason we're hooked into social media and our phones is because of what it seems to be. Remember, if you're getting notifications, some icons pop up, you get some messages, and everything is so flashy and red. And red color in particular is believed to invoke desire, invoke affection, invoke curiosity, and many other things. That's why many intimate stuff are red. Red lipstick, red high heels. So when you see a red color, it gives you signals into your brain like, hey, this is the thing that pops up and you should pay attention to this. Just ask yourself this question: why is McDonald's or Burger King or this type of big brands, why are they using red color? It's not the classiest color, it's not the most minimalistic or official looking type of color, but it does trigger some signals inside of your brain. And so it's the same thing when you get notifications, your phone pops up, all of the things just keep stealing your attention all the time. How are you even going to be able to sit down and focus and work on something if you always have someone disturbing you? Just imagine you're sitting down there in your chair doing some meaningful work, and then someone just like keeps knocking on your door. Hey, can you give me your attention? Can you talk to me? Can you do this? And all the time you're looking there like, hey, can you please stop disturbing me? I'm trying to get some work done. So if we won't allow people to disturb us, why would we also allow notifications and phones to disturb us? And I'm willing to bet that half of the notifications that you get are not even from real people. They're from brands, from companies, promo codes, some news, things that do not directly affect your life, but they're just like informing you of useless stuff. Hey, we have just updated our privacy policy, or we have just updated our brand. So you're also getting bombarded with not only people, but also brands. And of course, it's your choice to allow notifications into your life. Just imagine this: you unlock your phone, you go to the main screen or lock screen, right? And then you see all of these pop-up icons like red 1, 2, 3 notifications, 5 messages, whatever. And your brain can only process so much information in so little time. So if you see red notifications informing you of news, obviously your brain seeks novelty. It seeks something interesting and it doesn't want to be bored. Turn your phone to black and white. And if you want to know a way to do it quickly, go to the search bar and type shortcut. Go to accessibility shortcut and just click on color filters. So whenever you triple tap your phone, it's gonna turn black and white. Number 2 way to reduce your phone time is to set limits to apps. Now this is also kind of like a phone hack, right? So you can set limits to your phone apps. I'm not gonna tell you how. I'm sure you're gonna be able to figure it out by yourself. But basically what you can do is go to the settings and set a limit to certain apps. So for example, if you're using Instagram for way too much, your phone says, hey, your limit for Instagram for today is 20 minutes or 30 minutes and you can't use it for more than that. It's kind of like an accountability check from someone. Better yet, what you can do, which is even better, is to delete all the apps used the browser version. I know this sounds very backwards and dinosaur-ish, but I don't use Facebook or Instagram, this type of social media networks from apps. Apps are easy to use. You just click on there and you're good to go. A better way to use social media without wasting your time is to use a browser version because it's less comfortable, boring, and less optimized for phones. So you're automatically going to be spending less time. So this would be the point number 3, which is to make apps not interesting. If you make them not interesting, you're not going to use them. I unfollowed meme type of groups or most of the pages that don't don't really affect my life. If I have nothing to do in the day, I can spend my whole day scrolling for stuff and looking for interesting stuff. But that's the thing, you cannot just inject your brain all the time with interesting stuff. Life is meant to be boring from time to time. It sounds very philosophical and deep, but it's true. If you only do things that are interesting to you, guess what you're gonna be able to achieve in life? Sometimes you just have to stick it up and just do boring stuff. Your work might be boring, your preparation for your exam might be boring, or your job might be boring, but hey, it brings results. You should be able to do boring stuff, and making your phone not interesting sure as hell sounds like one of the best methods to make it that way. Number 4 is gonna be a huge one, because this is the most important thing that you can do in order to decrease your phone screen time, and it is to lock your phone, put it to airplane mode, and get to deep work in the morning. I get it, you wake up in the morning, you want to scroll stuff, you want to look for interesting things, you want to stimulate your brain all the time, and many people do the same. But there's a difference between checking for urgent stuff and for important things, and picking up your phone and scrolling for 30 minutes for an hour before waking up. I get it, this is difficult, but my antidote and my solution is, as long as you wake up, check for important things, nothing crazy is going on, nothing's on fire, then cool, turn on your airplane mode and hide your phone somewhere else. Put it in your closet, put it in your wardrobe, put it somewhere which is kind of far away, maybe on the other end of the room, and don't touch your phone at least for a couple of hours until you're done with your deep work. Deep work basically is a session or time for work that you devote, that you find proactively to get your work done or study or finish your job. In the morning, your brain has its full capacity. You just had a fresh night's sleep and you are ready for action. And this is exactly when you should do deep work and turn on the airplane mode. Otherwise, what's gonna happen? The reality is you sit down on your desk, your phone is next to you, and you keep getting all of these notifications and pop-ups. Your brain just simply cannot focus on many things simultaneously. Either you sit there, do deep work sessions for a couple of hours, or you do chunks of small unproductive work by getting distracted by your phone and spreading your attention everywhere. Deep work might be an answer to many of our questions and concerns in this technology type of world. Once you're done with this step, number 5 is gonna be schedule fun time. Instead of just limiting yourself from using your phone and just like restricting yourself and keeping your will at full maximum power, what you could do is just like schedule some fun time later in the afternoon or later in the evening. Now I have to focus and work so that I will earn that fun time for myself later in the day. Promise yourself that at the end of the day you're gonna get 1 or 2 hours to do whatever you want. Anything that helps you wind down and relax. When you proactively schedule your time in the morning, get things done, then in the evening it's only right that you give yourself a downtime. The next point on how you can decrease your phone screen time is gonna be stop buying the newest smartphone. The truth or the reality with smartphones, especially with like iPhones, man, lately they've been just like releasing the same things over and over again and just like slapping the new face or new logo or new name and just selling for a new price. I get it, there is some cool modes, like some small tweaks, 15% better processor or whatever, but these things do not really affect your life. If your camera is slightly worse than the newest one, is your life noticeably worse? I've been using iPhone 5 SE for the last couple of years and my life has been amazing when it comes to technology. And the only problem that I occasionally had was battery, but all in all the phone was serving me pretty well. Yeah, I didn't have 2 or 3 cameras, but it was not necessary. I promise you, if you get the newest phone, you'll be excited for a couple of weeks and then it's the same thing, the same software, the same cameras, slightly better but still a bigger screen. Please do not feel pressured by society and stick to your old phone if your aim is to decrease your phone screen time. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next one.